Well, I'm here in the township of Richmond, which is just a hop, skip and a jump from Hobart, and nestled in the beautiful Coal River Valley, which is one of Tasmania's best wine regions. And I'm sitting in the Richmond Arms Hotel, which is where my association with the Riders of Tasmania started in about 2014, I think it was, about 4 years ago, it might have been 5. I hadn't long been living in Tasmania, and I'd been out on a ride. I had a Triumph Daytona, and I'd been out on a ride with a couple of mates from work and had been looking for people to ride with. When I pulled into the car park here for a cold beer, this large charismatic character came over and introduced himself as Dji and gave me a card with an email address and told me he was part of a group called the Riders of Tasmania. It was an organised riding group. And I sort of thought, oh yeah, it sounds like a good idea. So I contacted him. He joined me up to their Facebook group, and the rest is history. Little did I know that he'd become one of my best friends, and the wonderful people that I've met along the journey with the Riders of Tasmania. And this year marks the 10th anniversary of the formation of the Riders of Tasmania. And this is their story. So who better to tell us about the Rot and how it started and where it all came from than the man himself, Dutch. So 10 years ago, 50 years ago today, the Beatles released the White Album.
Well,
10 years ago today, you started the Rot.
Yeah, 10 years ago to this day, I started the Rot. Came about by the fact that I rode with a group called the Tas Rats.
That's the Riders Association Triumph.
Triumph, yes.
Is it not?
Ran by Larry, who owns Motorworks. I turned up on a ride one day and he said, no, you can't be here. And I said, why? And he said, because you don't ride a Triumph. And I thought, well, fair enough.
But you did previously.
I had previously, and in fact today I own a Triumph. I was a bit pissed off about it, and I went home and I spoke to my wife, and Sharina said to me, she said, well, why don't you start your own group? And encompassing all types of riders and type makes of motorcycles. I sat down and I thought about it, and I thought, yeah, this is what we need. We need a group that welcomes everybody, no matter the license class you have, the type of bike you ride, or what brand of bike you have. So we chucked a few ideas around the kitchen table, and finally came up with ROT, which is Riders of Tasmania, which is a bit of a, we were poking shit at RAT.
It's a bit of a backhanded compliment, isn't it?
It was.
For the Riders Association.
Oh, for sure, mate. It was something that we started. Anyway, our first ride, there were 5 of us. It was Gary Adderton, Paul Oakeshott, Mad Paul, myself, and
Steve?
Sorry, Steve Byrne. So we did our first ride together, and we thought, this is really, really good. There's just the 5 of us. Next ride we had 15 people turn up, and from there on it just grew and grew and grew. I'm exceptionally proud of the Rot. It has given me a hell of a lot of self-satisfaction, because I proved people wrong. There were people all over Hobart saying that the Rot wouldn't last 5 minutes. Well, 10 years on, we're still here. We're still riding, and we're still having a lot of fun. And we never really take ourselves serious. We just enjoy what we're doing. And tonight is more a celebration that we beat the people that said we wouldn't last.
They always beat clients, did you?
That old chestnut.
Again, I'm like...
Bastards.
Have a look at my back tyre.
Oh, I saw you over here playing in the mud.
This is the bitch you left when he's...
Yeah.
You thought it was bad riding behind me the other day, mate. Wait for this one.
I'm not riding behind you, cock.
The people that really know me will understand what I'm about. And what I am about is being inclusive, having a group that we are friends, we are family, and we are like, if you need help, then it's there for you. And I'm exceptionally proud of the track record of the Rot, of standing behind people. We're not a bike club as such, we're not a gang. We are just a group of friends that ride together and have found the common love of riding. And we've managed to keep it that way. And I think that's all it needs to be.
And I think that, you know, we've got a good roll up here. So we're up at St Helens, a beautiful St Helens on the east coast of Tasmania, just to celebrate what Dutchy's accomplished and what everybody, I guess, as a community has accomplished. And I think that, you know, just the numbers that we've got here tonight, this is the core group of people. And that's what you tend to find with lots of organisations. We have over 400 members in the Rot, but a lot of them are on the mainland, or, you know, they've got other commitments, they can't get there. We've got about 30 or 40 people here this weekend.
I think so far we've got 45, including Rick, who's flown in with his wife Wendy from Melbourne because he wanted to be a part of this. And I think that we are a big group. We are very inclusive. It doesn't matter what you ride or what your beliefs are.
We've got people in the group that are fireys, they're police officers, they're ex-military. We've got, you know, guys that are butchers and candlestick makers, and so we've got a whole mix. It's very eclectic. The bikes are very eclectic, but the one thing that we all hold true is that we all love our bikes and we just love riding in this beautiful state. And there's plenty of other riding groups around that have come and gone, but this is the only one that's really stuck, you know, held in there. So that's a credit to you.
I also believe that we, as an older rider, I have a duty to try and pass on my knowledge and try and help the younger riders.
And that's a good point. I was going to bring that up. We do that. So you run training for people that are trying to get their L licence and their P licence, and you have assistance from the likes of Terry, who's a very experienced trainer, and you give back to the community that way and teach people, you know, how to safely get through their motorcycle riding tests. Stand out there on cold winter's Saturdays, out at the Brighton hub in the pouring rain, waiting for nobody to show up, which has happened.
Well, that happens occasionally, but I've got to say the more satisfying thing is when I get a message or an email from a rider that's just got their piece, and they say thank you, and they say thank you for standing out there in the cold. And for me, it's well worth it. I come from a pretty strict background of Army. I am a qualified motorcycle instructor. I have a passion for motorcycling that I absolutely love it. I've been doing it 46 years now. I want to give back to the community, the riding community, what I've gained from this group and from riding a motorcycle. But hopefully I'll be around a long time.
Well, we hope so, Dutchy. And personally, I want to thank you for all the efforts and the friendship you've given me, and we'll continue to over the years, I'm sure. We've got activities tonight.
Yes, I've got a bottle of whiskey to drink.
You got a bottle of whiskey to drink? You're just in relax mode, and we've got a band that's going to be warming up shortly, and we'll continue to to enjoy the festivities here over the weekend and say goodbye to St Helens tomorrow sometime and head on home back to normal life again and get ready for the next rot ride.
That's very true. The one thing I would like to say is that I love the shit out of the rot. Everyone in it are like family to me, and that will never change. I have a passion that I will never ever get rid of, and hopefully I can find someone strong enough and with the same passion that I have to lead this group on for the next 10 years. But it's been a blast, and it's going to continue being that. Thank you very much.
Hey, thank you, Dutch.
No worries, buddy.
Cheers, mate. I feel like we should hug.
Oh, no, we're not doing any of that.
Hello, Mr. Andy.
Hello.
How are you?
How are we?
10%.
All good?
Howdy.
Having fun?
Yes, thank you. Just
good.
enjoying a couple of bevies by the sun.
Right. I think the band's going to kick off about 6 and then we'll piss off everybody in the entire park.
Oh, okay.
It's fair, isn't it?
What genre of music have we got?
And through to a vodka.
Hey?
What genre of music?
Loud.
Loud. Oh, that's my favourite
Loud.
kind.
I like the loud one.
Cool.
2 1 2.
How'd we go, Rob?
1 2 1 2.
How'd we go?
Yeah, woo!
1 2 1 2 1.
Got the man on the job.
Man on the job.
Who's on the job?
You are. It's like a flock of seagulls, isn't it?
And what's your chips?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we're going to ride tomorrow.
Pace yourself.
This is my darling sister. This
Hello,
is AJ.
Andy, darling.
She's the light of my life.
I am not. I'm the thorn in your side.
So, and I'm the thorn in your side. That's what makes us family.
Yes.
Here's to us.
She's very upset.
Why is she upset?
She fell over and she scuffed her new $130 shoes. Oh, her man had $30 shoes.
How many?
Don't feel me while I say that.
$30 shoes.
Yeah, $130 shoes.
$130 shoes.
Don't tell Dutch that. It's all right. I just said we'll scuff the other side and they'll match.
You know, nothing's sacred.
No. Get it off me, Andy.
Do it. Fire dance.
No. No.
Shoes off.
Yeah.
Did you buy a new...
As I said, there's a few formalities tonight.
Yes, it's wonderful having everybody here tonight, thank you. I'm going to make mine short, sharp and sweet. Steve's right, it's 10 years, what a bloody long time. What a bloody long time to put up with him in the best of circumstances. Let alone throwing into the mix all of the personalities of all of you and your precious little tantrums and everything else. My God. Oh my God. The amount of times I have been in my lounge room and I've heard, for fuck's sake, and it's like, who is it now? Fucking Mark Payton. Heard that more than once.
That's my job. One more speech, I believe, Sharina.
Yep.
And Dutchie, would you like to take the stage too, please?
I have this to give to you, Anthony.
Oh, Jesus. It won't get bigger if you keep
I have it. So there's a picture of Anthony on Blaster, which was the old 1400, and it has Riders of Tasmania, 10th year anniversary, 2008 to 2018. Thank you, Anthony, Dutchie, for your vision to create a group whose ethos was family orientated. Thank you, your mission completed.
Okay, look, as normal, this is a ride brief, so listen up. Okay. Firstly, there's a couple of people I've got to thank for tonight. And the first thing I'm going to say is, this is not about me. This is about every one of you who come on those rides, who participate in everything that I plan and put up. Without you, the rot is nothing. my beautiful wife, Sharina. She puts up with a whole lot of shit, and she does it so well. Thank you, everybody. Let's let's aim in 10 years' time we can come back here and we can celebrate 20 years of the rod. Thank you, everyone. Can we have the band?
Thank you, Steve.
Thank you on behalf of, I'll speak for everybody else. It's been a wonderful journey. Filled a gap in many people's lives. I'd just like to say, charge your glasses and 3 cheers for Dutchie. You bet?
And 3 cheers to the right. Hip hip. Hip hip. Hip hip. And Larry Eaton eats shit.
Oh, wow. Oh, that's gorgeous.
1, 2, 3.
I still don't know what fucking eclectic means, but I'll work it out. When I do, I'll let you know.
Google it.
What about me? What about, all right, oh, fuck. Andy.
Come on, Wendy, you can't get away. Hello, Jono.
G'day, Andy. Hello, viewers.
What are you doing, Jono?
Oh, I'm just pouring a drink of Pepsi. Look, Pepsi.
Pepsi.
Don't worry about what's behind it.
Don't worry about what's behind it.
You want to check these out? You can just read them, viewers, maybe in the light. Oh, Savings Bank of Tasmania, which rather dates me. I'm sorry.
Does it?
How you going, Andy? Good.
What's with the, good, mate? What's with the VR beanie? And an Aprilia. And what jocks have we got on? Probably Honda.
No.
Marquez.
No, pink polka dot jocks.
And a little bit of Davizioso socks or something.
Probably thankful I haven't got anything Kawasaki on for change.
Oh, bloody hell. Where is the world's biggest Kawasaki fanboy?
Yeah, he's down there.
He's down there? Good morning.
Did I tell you about the kettle?
So,
Never mind.
No.
No, I'm not going to.
Tell us about the kettle. No, come on.
I'm not going to.
I want you to tell us. So Lars gets up this morning and he says,
No, don't say that.
he says, I hope somebody didn't wash their jocks in this kettle. And I said, who even thinks?
Oh, my fucking great little washing machine, mate.
It's got an agitating boiling, and
They're balling, rolling around inside.
Everything.
so I said to him, you should write a book, Lars's Guide to Travelling the Galaxy. Just go and buy a new kettle.
I was just going to find a use for the toaster.
If you put that toast rack on top, you can dry your jocks out.
There you go.
It's in the cabins too, mate. You don't have to go outside to use the toilet.
Yeah, that's right. But couldn't find the light switch. Didn't.
Fuck, I was sitting there touching all the fucking walls. Where the hell's the light switch? You know?
Pain in the ass.
So anyway, I just went.
And he couldn't demasculate himself enough to do the squat, so he went outside and hosed down the back.
You better not be on my mic.
Well, considering I'm going to sleep on top of you, I could just stay in bed too, eh?
Well, there you go.
You sound a bit
Good. How are you? As always, well. Feeling all right?
Feeling all right, as Joe Cocker might say.
Don't drink. You don't drink, Dan.
I'm also a chronic liar. There isn't 25 of them. We'd all fucking looking for an hour.
How are we feeling this morning, AJ?
Yeah, bit sore.
A bit sore.
Yeah, no more fish and chips at St Helens from BOYA.
Fish and chips is probably that berry cruiser that done you.
You think it was a berry cruiser?
From orange
I
cruisers to
had
a berry
four
cruiser.
drinks. 4 drinks is not
How are you, fella?
They're all going.
Take a couple.
And you're fine.
Dude. Let's have a look at how healthy Tony eats.
Yeah, good morning. Cup of strawberry jam.
Hey?
Cup of strawberry jam.
Bit of strawberry jam. Yeah, I had maple syrup. It was very nice. Get out of it. Hundreds and thousands. Breakfast of champions. Hundreds and thousands. I don't know how you start the day without some hundreds and thousands, Steve.
Yeah, I'll show you how it's done. There we go. Cooking lesson with Steve.
I've got both.
Oh,
So, you know, lots of butter.
so you put fake butter on.
There you go. Breakfast of champions.
Oh my God.
Absolutely beautiful.
Morning, how are you? How was your night?
Yeah, right.
Anything exciting happen?
Well,
Hey?
well.
Well,
No.
Something happened. What
I
happened?
can't say.
I think you can say.
Well, if it happened, it didn't happen in front of. Oh, sorry, they're attached. Sorry. I thought it was a dog.
Did you get that?
It's right.
I thought it was going like this.
Exactly.
It's,
I thought it was a bit of spit spur in there.
Just look out.
instead of pluck a duck, it's pluck a Dave.
Pluck a Dave. Yeah, exactly.
How was your night in the men's room?
In the men's room was fine.
Who was the double adapter?
Who was a double doctor?
That was Ian. Oh, Clive. Good morning.
It was me.
It was you.
Yeah, Paul Jensen is not well this morning, I believe.
Oh, Paul Jensen isn't well.
He danced up a storm.
Oh, yeah.
We haven't been anywhere.
So maybe he's got a bit of a sore head, has he? Or not?
Oh, possibly.
It's
I myself, because I'm riding home,
there's going to be
I'm
some
fine.
serious salting going down.
Yeah.
Would this be... No? Yes, is it? Squirrel and Paul? Good morning, Squirrel. Good morning. Good morning. How are you, Paul?
Yeah, I'm okay.
Are we fragile? Sorry, man. Well, Dutchie's kind of led on a little bit, but maybe you're not feeling all that well.
I feel better.
We're a bit fragile.
Oh, yes.
Are you still pissed?
Oh, a little bit.
I'll have a closer look at that boat on the way out there.
With a hole in the side, yeah.
Fish has had a bloody hide.
They're caught in a storm up in Burnie or something.
Like here.
Yeah.
That's what he said, didn't he?
got caught in a storm in Burnie and then it washed ashore. And this guy bought it. The person who owns this caravan park.
Oh no, I didn't pay for you.
Come on, get rowdy!
Oh, you're getting rowdy, are you too? Yeah.
Thank you, everyone.